Sure, feel free.
It's Eric Previn, the county resident from District 3 and the candidate for 3rd District Supervisor, and that election's coming up on June 3rd. I wanted to comment, first of all, on how proud I was to see those teachers from Los Angeles Universal Preschool. This is an astounding program. The benefits are extraordinary for early education on young people in Los Angeles County. And I want CEO Fujioka, if he would, or the chair maybe could ask, is it true that 34,000 students are not getting early education, though they need it and want it? Because if that's true, we really, really ought to try. And I have an idea, a concrete proposal here. Today is also mediation week, and I do appreciate the spirit of mediation. Maybe we could, together, find a way, for example, the cross litigation that has been started up by members of this board and the ACLU could be resolved immediately, and the money that we would deploy in that suit could be put to LA up, A. And B, perhaps the lawsuit that was started by the ACLU and me, unfortunately, in the county to provide the legal bills and the contracts for Joe Brand, Joe McGrath, and Richard Joyan, perhaps you could put those on the table in compliance with the California Public Record Act, and then we could get on with resolving that and put the money into LA up and early education. That would be my proposal for today. I realize that's a little audacious. Item 1D, of course, is $10 million. Supervisor Kanabe is generously coming up with one way or the other through the Community Development Commission to put up 10,000 square foot library, which I think everybody, including Margaret, Danelle, and Todd, appreciates. The wrinkle with this particular proposal is in the last line where it says transfer the funds to the commission and authorize, that's the CDC or commission, to allocate administrative and project costs. As we know, this Board of Supervisors has grappled with the CDC about administrative fees. So my feeling is, on an item like this, we should see what those fees are in advance as opposed to leaving it for another time later. And guys, can they not talk during testimony? It's very distracting. I mean, he's actively talking, but I'm okay, as long as you are. I mean, I find it rude. Item number 14 is Supervisor Yaroslavsky is admirably, and finally, after 20 years in office approximately, fighting for open government and appropriate campaign disclosures in the form of electronic filing. So thank you for that, sir. It's nice that that's worked well with your terming out. Item number 17 is an item that has to do with consulting services with a bunch of groups, including Health Management Associates, also known as HMA. This group is only getting 150, little extension because they're a very big southern private hospital chain. But they were the ones who were featured in 60 Minutes for all sorts of appalling, they have an emergency room software that is just disgusting. What it does is it loads up patients with maximum costs. I'm hopeful that those and there's also, they just were flipped to another big major $3.9 billion company earlier in this year. I'm hopeful that we are minding that store very carefully because,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for your interest in county government.